Awesome. So welcome everybody. We are so excited to just spend a couple minutes with all of you tonight, just sharing what we love, sharing modern health really. So you're probably on this call tonight because somebody really cares about you and loves you and wanted to share what they've been up to and what their life has looked like by implementing a couple simple changes and just really taking their health back into their own hands, which is so important. So we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to give you all of the basic details and just dive right in. So how many of you on this call have a really busy schedule where you're going, your days are pretty crazy, it's really tough to stay on top of your nutrition and making sure that you're getting everything that you need every single day on a consistent basis? A lot of us, right? A lot of hands went up. I know that I personally have always had trouble with this. Even on my best days, I'm missing a little bit of something. I'm always on the go. So what we're going to share with you tonight is really what I like to consider my insurance policy between what I do eat every day and what I should eat every day. And more than just an insurance policy, you guys, this has absolutely changed my life. So I'm a personal trainer by trade. I graduated from Central Michigan University several years ago with my degree in exercise science. And I've always had such a passion for the movement of the body part, and I've always been clueless on the nutrition part up until about 2.5 years ago when this incredible company, the Juice Plus company, fell right into my lap and has absolutely changed the game for me. It's kept my health so simple, so affordable, and so convenient. And those are the three things that I could not ask for more. So prevention over treatment is what we're all about. So if you've never heard of the Juice Plus company before, we're really all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And we do that by keeping things really, really simple. So our company is incredible. And what they do is they look at the market and they say, where are people struggling and how can we help bridge those gaps of struggle? So the first way that they did that 25 years ago is they looked at the market and they saw that so many people were juicing. So that concept of cold pressed juicing has been around forever, but how many of you have actually tried cold pressed juicing? It's pretty difficult, takes a lot of time to chop, dice, slice, and actually my biggest issue with juicing is actually keeping fresh produce. Everything seems to go bad before I use it, right? So what they did is they actually partnered with farmers across the country who grow fruits, vegetables, and berries for us. And these farmers take great care to pick them at the ripest point, and then they're processed really minimally. All they do is freeze it at a super low temperature where they're able to extract the sugar, the water, and some of the fiber, and all that's left are the amazing micronutrients of those fruits, vegetables, and berries. And then they just put those into a simple little capsule that we can take every single day. And as a personal trainer, this is huge for me because the Juice Plus company is completely backed by science and research. It's actually the most researched nutritional product in the world. Literally, grab your phone, ask Siri the most nutritional research product in the world. She's gonna tell you that it's these capsules, and they're absolutely incredible for so many different reasons. But for me, it's because they help me bridge that gap every day between the 7 to 13 servings I know I should be getting and then the amount that I actually do get. And I love that it just provides that wide variety, quantity every single day. So I love the capsules. They're absolutely amazing. And before taking up too much time, I'm just going to pass it right off to Em. She's going to share another incredible thing that we have going on with the Juice Plus company.
Awesome. Thanks, Em. Well, I seriously just love everything that you just said because I think sometimes now that I've been on the product for going on 6 years, I definitely take it for granted. And then I hear just the simple things that Emily was talking about, and it just makes me so grateful that I have this, health insurance every single day. It's just peace of mind. So Emily talked about the capsules. Yes, we're going to give you an Emily sandwich like always when we do this call. We like to go back to confuse y'all. But for me, the analogy years ago that clicked in my brain, I want to tell you guys that so that you guys hear it the same way I did. So if you guys think about how a car runs, we give our cars, we give it gas and we give it oil changes. And when we give it gas, we, really just hope for that gas to take us from point A to point B, to work, to home, to the gym, until it needs more gas, right? But when we give it the oil changes, that's really, we're just really being intentional to give our cars the fuel to not only make it run longer, but make it run the best way possible. I don't know if you guys have ever not given your car an oil change. I've heard multiple stories about how like your car will literally just shut down. Like it's just done. Like you'll be going 60 miles an hour on the highway and then it's just like, you just burn up the engine. So really that's what we're talking about here. Our bodies work the same exact way. So if you bought a brand new car and you knew that car had to last you the rest of your life, I'm sure you would be getting the oil changes. You'd probably be getting the top of the line oil changes. And that's what Juice Plus is. So the capsules that Emily just talked about is really the oil change. That's the micronutrients. That's really making sure our bodies run the best it can and the longest it can at the best, way. So how we do the gas, the oil, or the gas that we give it to run from point A to point B is the macronutrient. So that is where our complete shake mix comes in. And that's our carbs, our fats, our protein. So like I said, it's making it run from point A to point B. It's giving us that energy to kind of go through the day. And so I'm just going to read off some of these ingredients. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to ask you guys, who on this call has ever either heard of whey protein or takes whey protein or has taken whey protein? Because I know I did at one point. I knew that was all I knew. That's what I took. And so I'm just going to read you guys. I'm not going to say a specific product or a specific brand because there are a ton out there. But look on the back of your protein that you're drinking now. And if it's whey protein, which it most likely is unless you're drinking a plant-based protein, I'm just going to read off some of these things as to why whey protein is not the best option. So whey protein is obviously most common if you are just, doing a bodybuilding type diet or maybe on a weight gain diet, or it's probably the cheapest protein you're finding at the store. That's why I was taking it years ago, because it was the cheapest option and I was in college and I didn't have any other clue what to do. So whey protein can actually stabilize the gut microbiome, which might be way over your head, but basically our guts cannot digest this because it's a byproduct of dairy. So milk and milk-derived products contain several hormones and bioactive peptides, and some of them can negatively affect our health. So in my eyes, whenever I learned that whey protein was a byproduct of dairy, it was like the leftovers of making milk. That immediately made me sick to my stomach. I don't know why. But I was like, okay, well, give me an option. If I can't have that, what can I have and what is good for my body? And so this complete shake mix, and I hate to call it protein because it's so much more than protein. I think we get stuck in our heads to call this complete protein, but it's much more than protein. So it's our macronutrients, and it gives us the carbs, the fats, the proteins like I was talking about. And it gives us our insoluble fiber, soluble fiber, so many awesome things, our healthy fats, and our plant protein. So the sources of the protein coming from this is all plant. So I'm going to read some of them off. Some of them are broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, radish, organic quinoa, millet. I mean, the list goes on and on. Pomegranate powder, spirulina powder, yucca, mushroom powder for vitamin D. So that all might not sound that appetizing, but let me tell you, it literally tastes like cake batter. It tastes like cookie dough, no matter how I make it. I just made a shake earlier. I shook it up with almond milk, but I love to make muffins with it. There's plant-based pancake recipes. There's healthy cookie doughs that you can make. So not only do I drink this and make smoothies with it, but I also bake with it. And it's just a clean source of protein that we can give our body. And it's more than just protein. So it's going to give us the carbs, the fats, the protein. So that's why we call it the macronutrient. So I'm sure Emily could break this down way easier than I can. But all I know is that it's good for me. It tastes good and it keeps me full. And I absolutely love it. So I am going to pass it on to my friend Diana. And she's going to kind of merge these two together for us. So Diana, if you want to unmute yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. So like she said, my name's Diana. I am a health and life coach, so I'm all about that clean nutrition, fruits and vegetable life. So I'm going to talk about how we marry the two products, the complete shakes and the capsules, which I'm going to give you a little background, I guess. Back in college, I had a bad time period, I guess, with food. I had very bad relationships with food. So now in my health and life coaching, I am very against telling people, don't eat this, don't eat that. You're not allowed to have this. You're not allowed to have that. As a matter of fact, I encourage it because I don't like that mindset. I'm very against that mindset. So when the shred was first told to me, I was like, God, no, like, get away from me. I'm not doing that. But to my disadvantage, I didn't take the time to actually learn it and study it and see why they created this program, what the program does for you. And when I took that time and was educated about what the program is, I am now probably the Shred's biggest advocate. I do it every single month. I got my boyfriend and all of his roommates to do it, which is like a huge accomplishment if you know them. So what the Shred 10 program is for the first 10 days of every single month, we all go through this reset together. And it's to help people really kickstart a healthy lifestyle. So what we do is we get rid of gluten, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, and processed sugars. And then we add more sleep, water, exercise most days, the capsules daily, and then 2 shakes a day. And kind of along with what Emily, the second Emily, was saying, how she used to have whey protein shakes all the time. That was me. Like when I got into my healthy lifestyle, I went the fitness route. So I was like, whey, yeah, it's king, whatever. And I was like, I loved it. I had one literally every day. But I figured out that I'm lactose intolerant, but that was the one thing that I was like, I'm not getting rid of it. It doesn't hurt me that bad. I'm not getting rid of it. But my first time doing this shred, I decided I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to do it to a T. Got rid of the whey protein shakes, and I have not had one since. I felt so much better after doing this. I got rid of all my bloat, the inflammation. I could work out so much harder than I was doing before. I didn't realize that my recovery was like awful. And my skin, like just flawless. And it's never been like that before. So the shred is really, I think, such a great program to help people create a healthy lifestyle, because it does give you that result that you want. It's not a quick fix. It's not a weight loss program. That's not how we advertise it, but it does help people lose pounds and pounds of bloat and inflammation, start craving more fruits and vegetables, and really make a foundation for a healthier lifestyle. I think this is kind of funny. My boyfriend and his roommates did it, and they go to Chick-fil-A like 3 times a week. And they said that after the shred, they all went to Chick-fil-A. And then like an hour later, they were like, that's disgusting. Like, I don't know if I can do that anymore, which is huge because he's like the biggest junk food eater ever. So the Shred 10, if you've been on the fence about it, not really knowing what to think, take my words. I was right there where you were. Best decision ever. I haven't missed a month yet. So if you're thinking about trying it, definitely give it a try, because you are going to feel so awesome after. So now I think I'm going to give it to my friend Chantel to give her shred story.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Hope so. So yeah, my name is Chantel, and I'm out of Texas, and Emily introduced me to Juice Plus. Well, she introduced it to me, I would say about 3 years ago, but we were in college together, and so I was still transitioning from college to the professional world. And so it was about a year ago that she actually introduced me to the shred, and that's where I actually started with both the capsules and the complete. And like some of you, my background is actually in exercise science. I'm a certified exercise physiologist. So the one thing that really was appealing to me was all of the science and research behind it, because that's what we're taught in school. You know, you see all these diets, all these commercials, everything out there online, you know, saying in 10 days you can lose 15 pounds, or within 15 days, you know, all of these claims out there. But what people don't look at is the bigger picture and what else is out there, and how can we develop into a healthy lifestyle versus just doing a diet for 10 days and then going back to our old ways and binge eating or whatever those unhealthy habits would be. So that's why I really like the shred, is it, although it's a kind of a reset for the beginning of the month, but it also helps you develop those healthy lifestyles. It makes you be more aware of what you're eating. And the biggest one for me is not eating after 6 o'clock. That was the biggest challenge that I always had, because I am a person that likes to snack. And so with the shred, that has really helped me develop a healthy lifestyle of not always going to the cabinet after 6 o'clock at night. I actually started the shred a week earlier this month. So I guess you could say the end of last month, because I have family coming into town next week, and I know a few of those things I won't be able to attend to. But going back to that, actually, the guy I've been dating for a while, he is a strength and conditioning coach. And the fact that I got him to do the shred was amazing. And he's actually down about 10 pounds because he's taking bread out of his diet. He was eating 2 bagels a day. So for him, he's really seen some pros to it as well, and he's also taking the capsules now. I showed him the research. He's a big research guy, and so honestly, it's the whole big picture. It's the complete shakes, it's the capsules, it's the shred 10. It's a lifestyle, and it's right. We're all about preventative. We're looking at long-term care versus looking at now and the diseases that are out there. And so if we can prevent those, I feel like Juice Plus is a great way to, bridge that gap. So, yep. And that's a little bit about my story.
Oh, I love it. I haven't heard your story yet. That's so awesome. Thanks for sharing. So cool. So, we're all about real food and real people and real results at the end of the day. And the last thing that I'm going to ask any of you to do right now is to get out your wallets, get out your credit cards. That's not the point of this call. What we're really here to do is to educate you and to inspire you. And if that means that you're going to make one simple change tomorrow and you're going to add more fruits and vegetables to your plate, we've done our job here. We're all about prevention over treatment, and that starts with simple changes every single day. For some of us, that means that we're doing a shred 10 and we're encompassing the full variety of fruits, vegetables, and berries every single day. And for others, that means that they're going to cut back on dairy or cut back on something that isn't serving them. And those are all wins for us. If you have heard something tonight that you're really curious about learning more about, you want to try the capsules, the shakes, you want to get on the shred program, reach out to the person who invited you to this call. I'm sure they're more than happy to share their experience with you and share what's been working for them. Because at the end of the day, like Diana was talking about, this isn't a quick fix or a fad diet. This is a lifestyle change. This is a lifestyle transformation, and it happens one day, one step at a time. The shred program will give you quick results though, so I'll just kind of warn you with that. If you're looking for quick results and you stick to the shred 10, you will get them. But we want to encompass a full lifestyle. We don't do this for 10 days and say, okay, we're done forever. We want to keep this going. So one last thing I want to leave you all with tonight, www.healthylivingrevolution.com. Go to this free website. There's awesome cookbooks. There's lots of awesome resources on there. And if you're clueless on where to get started with your health, this is a great place to learn a little bit more and to find some free fitness videos, things you can do at home. And like I said, talk to the person who invited you to this call to give you more information. And we look forward to hearing all of your shred stories, all of your amazing transformations, and how you were able to take healthy back for yourself, your friends, and for your family. So thank you all so much for hopping on tonight. We really appreciate your time, and we will see you all soon.